What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling and beer.
Wrestling?
Why?
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling.
Why? Why?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Why not? Why not?
It's fake.
Fake? What the hell are you talking about? Fake? It's not fake.
Fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
Okay, wrestling.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to Wrestlepalooza Recap. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Of course, this is the first Wrestlepalooza underneath the WWE umbrella. This used to be a ECW event, the original ECW, the good ECW, back in the day. Kids, look it up. Anyway, yes, this is the first Wrestlepalooza under the WWE umbrella. Not sure if they're gonna have any more, or they just, I guess, because that was kind of undercutting AEW. Guess they needed a name and said, "Hey, we kind of lose it. We own ECW, so why not?" But anyway, I digress, folks. WrestlePalooza did take place at the Grand Bridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. War and Treaty did God Bless America. Another group I've never heard of. Not that out of touch, but apparently they, they won Grammys. Sounded pretty good, but again, I'm not into pop music stuff like that. Excuse me, Pat McAfee wound up joining Wade Barrett and Michael Cole for commentary for let's see, I guess 3 matches. He left around the he left after the Stephanie Vanker Io Sky match. But anyway, my opinion so far, not a bad pay per view. Not great, but I'll get into that later. Before I get into the matches, let's do the thing here. Help your boy out. If you're digging just a regular guy talking about wrestling, hit that like button. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about WrestlePalooza. Also, if you're not a subscriber, be a champ and click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell. Now, with all that out of the way, let's work and go. First match out of the block, it is Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. Of course, this is the John Cena retirement tour here. As Alicia Taylor was about to announce Brock Lesnar. Here comes Paul Heyman doing the introductions to uh, the real last ass kicker. And ass kicking is what Brock Lesnar did in this match. From the get go, I think Cena got a couple blows in, and the rest of it was Brock Lesnar. Just kept pulling them, clotheslines, suplexes, lots of clotheslines in this match. But John Cena made a comeback, hit 3 AAs for a solid 2 count. Then after that, Brock Lesnar responded with a series of F5s for the win, but Brock wasn't done yet. Like I said, he doesn't get paid by the hour, but he loves to kick people's asses. So he got back in the ring. Ref trying to stop him, but he wound up getting getting an F5 for his effort. Then gave John Cena one more F5, but John Cena slowly got out of the ring, got the ovation, thing else. Next up, tag team action here. It was announced that LA Knight will serve as special guest referee for this match. He said and he pretty much showed in this match. He didn't care, if they beat the heck out of each other. He's just there to count to three or uh, listen to somebody say, "Hey, I can't take no more. I give up." It was the Usos, Jay and Jimmy, taking on the Vision, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. Those jackets look pretty freaking cool. Um, Look more of the Road Warrior style. I know during the before Scott Steiner turned heel, they did do leather jackets as well. Talking about the Steiners, Rick and Scott Steiner. So not sure if that's a huge tribute to them, but uh, yes, like I said, those jackets look pretty freaking cool. 80s style, you know. But Usos got to shine a little bit in the match. The Vision took over after Bree pulled down the ropes, causing Jimmy to fall out of the ring. Then Jimmy got a running shoulder block by Breaker. Looked freaking brutal. Telling you, Breaker's going to be a star. Uh, they would work over Jimmy pretty good. They would hit the Steiner Doomsday Bulldog for a 2 count. Breaker didn't like the speed of LA Knight was counting at that moment, but nothing to they didn't really dig into that too much in this match, if at that at all. But Jey Uso was able to get the ring or get the hot tag. Um, Tables got pulled out. The Usos hit 1D for a 2 count. Uh, then a good series here. Breaker hit the Frankensteiner on Jay. Reed missed a moonsault. Jimmy hit a swanton on Reed. Then Jey Uso speared and gave Breaker the Uso splash for a 2 count. Jey Uso didn't seem to be too happy with the speed of LA Knight's count as well. There was a couple moments in this match or one moment in particular, where Jay was about to hit won the bronze with a chair, but they got away and close to hitting LA Knight. But Jay did stop, and uh, they had a few words, but nothing got physical. There's a point also where Jay went for a suicide dive and hit Reed, and uh, LA Knight was questioning whether that was pain for him as well. But like I said, cooler heads did prevail. Uh, Jay Jay actually busted himself open. Uh, I noticed towards the end of the match, Jay was bleeding. Well, I seen the blood on uh, Braun Breaker, but then I seen Jay Uso's head. I was like, what happened there? But apparently, he gave Breaker here a chair shot, and when he pulled the chair back, I guess got a little too close to his head and wound up lacerating him a little bit. Uh, Good effects there, though. Hey, gotta take one for the team. After that, Braun Breaker would spear both Jay and Jimmy through a table. Jay Uso actually pulled LA Knight out of the way from getting speared himself. Reed hit the tsunami splash on Jay for the win. So solid victory for the division tag team, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Uh, Dude, they seem pretty good as a tag team. Wouldn't be surprised if they did give them the tag gold and kind of elevate those a little bit. Next up, we have women's action. This is for the vacant WWE Women's World Championship. Of course, Naomi announced she was expecting, so she had to forfeit that championship. It is Stephanie Vancouver versus Io Sky. Great match here. I thought it was a great match. Io Sky always does great things, as well as Stephanie. Good little, great technical match here. Of course, they obey the code of honor. I knows what I'm talking about there. But anyway, like I said, good technical display, good back and forth match here. It's like almost like a monkey see, monkey do type of match. Uh, they did a little filling out process, and then they start hitting a few little signature stuff, high flying moves and stuff like that. Like I said, good match here. Uh, Stephanie Vancouver will hit a second Dragon Screw right here. Look like had some damage to the or caused some damage for EO Sky. After that, Stephanie hit a Devil's Kiss along with the SBB banker Bear Spy. She only got 2 count of that. EO Sky will make a comeback, hit the Spanish Fly, Then the Bullet Train, along with a running knee strike with the knee pads pulled down. She went for the over the moon or over the moonsault, missed it. Stephanie Vanker got to the top rope, hit the spinal tap. 1, 2, 3. Stephanie Vanker is your new WWE Women's World Champion. And like I said, this is where I guess Pat McAfee was like, "Hey, gotta go home. See you guys later." He didn't say that out loud, but it was kind of quickly and rough. Quickly he just stood up, said, "Hey, bye guys," and they was like, "Appreciate you coming out." Yada yada yada. But yeah, congratulations to Stephanie Van Keur. Kind of surprised I didn't do like a. I'm glad to give her that first championship. Somebody they're kind of grooming to be a top female star. I mean, so you don't want to be the I guess the first time being the some kind of fluke win or outside interference from Asuka or anything like that. So, basically didn't use this title match to prolong the storyline. I'm pretty sure Raw next week would or Raw come Monday will do it all by itself. All right, one of the marquee matches of the night was uh, the mixed tag team match. As you see here is a cool entrance with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. And they took on CM Punk and AJ Lee. I was kind of joking around. I was like, hey, this is the double date match. But it began with kind of a little, hey, who's going to start this match? Little head games by Lynch and Rollins, but kind of backfired. CM Punk took over after a suicide dive. Uh, then Rollins and Becky Lynch took over after uh, Lynch hit Punk in the back. Little a little couple little foul ups led to CM Punk finally getting the tag into AJ Lee. AJ Lee looked good getting her stuff in. Of course, all four folks with competitors, I guess you can call it that way, would get involved. Of course, pretty much turned to a tornado tag match after that. Uh, cool little assisted slice spread on Seth with a, I guess you call it like a moonsault splash on Becky Lynch. Looked pretty cool. Um, they also looked good, hit at each other's or each let's see, each couple hitting the significant other spots here. The bulldog, the pedigrees, uh, all four of them did get on the commentator's table. Becky would throw AJ Lee into Punk and Rollins, causing the table to break. Lynch went for the manhandle slam, but AJ Lee countered with the octopus for the tap out win. Winner CM Punk, AJ Lee. I thought this is a fun match to watch. AJ Lee, first time back. Kind of put some little bells and whistles and furniture move into this match. Uh, it did make it a fun match to watch. I think the crowd took to it pretty well. Uh, this is was a dream match for a lot of the fans, a lot of WWE fans. But yeah, as soon as CM Punk came back to WWE and looked like there's going to be a confrontation between Punk and Rollins. It's like, oh, what would be better, what would be cool to see would be Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch versus CM Punk, AJ Lee. You got it. And I don't think this match disappointed one bit. This leads us to the main event for the WWE Undisputed Championship. But before we got that, the American Badass himself, the legend, The Undertaker came out. Stephanie McMahon was sitting on front row. Uh, Taker, sat in for a little bit, announced the attendance, and also announced that Stephanie McMahon will be inducted in the class of 2026 Hall of Fame. So congratulations, Stephanie McMahon. I think at this point they're kind of like, okay, we're just going to throw our friends in there and stuff like that. That's kind of seems like. Triple H got in last year. I guess this year, why not Stephanie McMahon? What she did, uh, she was a star in the Attitude Era and stuff like that. Um, Came in and her and her brother also, Linda, made some a lot of appearances too. Got involved in storylines, and Stephanie I think wasn't creative at one time or kind of a part of it, and worked behind the scenes and stuff like and all that. So, yeah, so congratulations. I have no no quarrel with Stephanie McMahon being in the Hall of Fame. I'll probably talk more about Thursday's spot show live stream. So tune into that Thursdays at 8 o'clock. But now it's time for the match. It was Drew McIntyre taking on the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. A little filling out process to begin things with. Uh, Cody did a job selling that he probably has a little bit of a concussion or some kind of head injury. Um, but that's when Drew McIntyre would take over in this match. Uh, Cody would come back and uh, get his signature stuff in, including the disaster kick and a second uh, Cody cutter. Um, Drew came back, hit the avalanche right noise for two. Of course, Rose rebounded after Drew grazed the exposed turnbuckle, hit a crossroads for two. Drew would finally hit a Claymore kick for two. Rhodes would move out to the outside. Drew went after him, was going for that Claymore kick against the commentator's table that he's hit on SmackDown. But this time Cody would move out of the way. Match got back in the ring. Uh, again, Drew would go for the Claymore kick for this time, but uh, Drew's leg gave way. Cody hit the super uh, Cody cutter from the top rope. Crossroads, 1, 2, 3. Cody is still your WWE Undisputed Champion. Very good match here as well. Overall pay per view, that was good. Probably this being the first ESPN, first premium live event that ESPN was, or that's on ESPN, excuse me, on the ESPN app. Probably didn't hit like gangbusters, but you know, uh, they did get the dream match out of it. Got a solid WWE Women's World Title match out of it. Uh, a good tag team match between the Usos and the Vision. So, people brought their some solid matches on the thing. Can't really judge it against the All Out pay per view because wasn't able to watch. Had to work a little bit Saturday, so wasn't able to watch it. Um, but like I said, I'll probably talk a little bit more about this whole thing about, or the ESPN deal and my experience with it come this Thursday's spot show live stream. So let's check that out. Anyway, this does it for the WrestlePalooza recap show. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Folks, have a good one. Take it easy. Until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Ronald Ray here saying thank you for checking out my video. If you don't mind, go ahead and click that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and share this video with family and friends. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to RP2 Vision, where I cover the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. Now don't forget to click the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified when my other weekly content is available, like Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, WWE Raw Recap, and AEW Dynamite Recap. I also have 2 live streams. Every Thursday at 8 p.m., it's Spot Show Live Stream, where I discuss the latest news in professional wrestling. And on Friday nights at 8 o'clock p.m., it's Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where I discuss the good old days of professional wrestling. When wrestling was wrestling, wrestling was real because it's still real to us. Folks, have a good one and take it easy.